Yes, finally, The Rock has come back to YouTube. Oh, man. What's up, Tasha Pope? Of course, day ones. Oh, it never fails. I didn't mean to cut y'all off so quick back then, but I was just in the middle of something. Notification squad up. Yeah, we gotta talk a little sinking ship today. A little sinking ship. It's okay, sinking ship. How we predicted this shit, that everything they do is gonna crumble right before their eyes. So I want everybody to hear to check out with the video that Sonetta put in. I think it was either pre-debate. Yeah, it's going down like this. It is the Titanic. It might as well be the Titanic. The way that ship is sinking, it's not going to last. It's not going to work out. It's not going to move forward in any way, shape, form, or fashion until Sonetta does right by us. And he's not listening. He keeps thinking he can avoid this shit. You can't avoid nothing. You can't avoid this judgment. Yeah, is peace, peace, peace. You know what? Shots fired. You know what? I watched the little, like I said, the Tazariak, the afterwards. Tazariak was talking. Tazariak was talking about peace, everybody. Come on in. Tazariak was talking about what was going down, and the gist that I got from those guys was that the whole bullshit that is some bullshit that erupted at the end. What's up, Keisha Ray? It erupted at the end as predicted, and just like the last debate he tried to have, just erupted and turned into shit. But yeah, it seems like they're trying to make the Hebrew Israelites the ones at fault. It seems like they're saying that the Hebrews were being unruly, that the Hebrew Israelites was the ones that were causing all the problems. You know, of course, not the Kemet side. And he kept reiterating on his page about how they won the debate. Yeah, we won again, y'all. We won again. And I'm like, dog, this is the fucking buffoonery that I'm talking about when it comes to these people. Like, first off, nigga, we already know you gonna say you won. Like, whether you won or you didn't actually win, we already know that you're going to say that you won. You know what I'm saying? They're attempting to turn Kemet into a cash cow. They damn sure are. Because them niggas is fucking playing games with everybody's history. And you doing it for financial gain. But staying on point with just things that I heard, and personally, how Sonetta was saying how they want to debate again. First off, nobody even fucking cares. Let's just cut all this shit. Nobody cares. Nobody asked you to even have this shit fucking debate. Nobody wanted to hear you babble on Reggie stutter through another debate. Nobody wanted to hear any Amin-Ra squad babble that was going to come out of their mouths at this fucking debate. No one. And we already know who was going to win the debate. So I don't even know why the Hebrew Israelites even went there except for a paycheck. Can anyone see why the Hebrew Israelites would even engage in that except for a paycheck, because you know Sonetta edits the fucking videos. He edits the videos, and he's the one who's putting on the fucking event. He's putting on the event, and he's the judge to see who wins and who doesn't win. Come on now. He's the judge to see who wins and who doesn't win. He's putting on the debate, and all he screams is Kemet. So what was going to happen at that motherfucking debate? What was going to happen? We all knew it was going to happen. You was going to try to distract us yet again by telling us that Kemet won, whatever. Peace, Dark Man. Peace, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. And try to convince everyone that Kemet, so-called, is just so dominant. That Kemet history, Egyptian history is just so dominant that and so prevalent in today's society that we must keep focusing on this bullshit. Why are we still focusing on this horse shit? Nobody cares about Kemet on trial, bro. Nobody wants to hear anybody from the House of Consciousness talk unless they're going to be talking about the scamming and the years worth of fuck shit that's been going on. Because most people that are in my Facebook group, most people that come in my chat, most people that watch my videos, all they want to know is what the fuck is going on with this scamming shit. Why ain't nobody addressing this shit even we're almost a year later. Now, we're coming into September in a couple weeks, and that's going to be rounding off a year, damn near, when this, around September, October, is going to be rounding off a year when all this shit really kicked off. So now we're a year into the madness. Okay? It's been a year since Sonetta's Titanic ship hit that fucking glacier in the middle of Harlem. And now it's sinking. But we're almost a year later, and we like to know how come shit has been addressed. Nothing. The conscious community can survive and thrive. You know what I'm saying? Because we could just take it for what it literally means. Those of us who choose to be conscious and aware of our surroundings, of the planet that we on, and what the fuck is going on the planet that we're on. So we can all be conscious in that way. We can all be conscious to know that. I assume most people in my chat are black people here for the black struggle. So I like those type of things. We can be conscious of those things, and we can stay focused and moving forward. But as far as dealing with these people, yeah, like you're going to have to start calling yourselves something else. Just stop calling yourself the HOK. Stop calling yourself conscious. Stop even saying black people. Stop acting like you're here for black people. Stop reporting on things that happen for and against or with black people. Like, yo, just stop it. Just stop it. Let it go. Because what you're doing is you're holding up a real movement, a real group of people who don't want to fucking deal with no bullshit, because that's what black people have been dealing with for so long. Brother Shabazz, he the only real one. He ain't even part of them niggas. He'll openly say that shit. So what's up, Salima? He'll openly say that shit. Openly, Shabazz ain't part of that shit. But that now, guys, I want you guys to get ready for phase 2. Phase 2 is Sonetta gonna pretend like this came off great. He's gonna pretend like this was a success because he did succeed on that live stream. Like I said, I was on, I don't know if you guys heard, for some of you who didn't, I was a guest yesterday, not only on Kev Gill's show, but on Tasha Pope's show last night, and we were talking about that. And what's next is for you to watch for everyone else to start realizing that it's bad business to be around Sonetta. KT the Arc Degree is finding that out in real time. In real time, KT the Arc Degree is finding out that it's bad business to be associated with these people. Yes, it was a wonderful discussion. So as long as you people feel like you could come around and come on Sonetta's channel and talk and and try to gain some sort of foothold in the black community, it's not going to work, because he's a person that's going to make you look bad. Every single person that comes around him is now in question. And what's not in question, though, what is not in question at all is the fact that that is a sinking ship. And we told you guys that shit. We told you that there's no way he could put on no event that's going to be successful. The only reason that his live stream probably did well was because there was tons of people who were tuning in to see this shit fall apart. Now that's sad right there. That's sad when you got people tuning in just to see your shit crumble. I give 50% of the viewers from the live stream was there just to see that shit fall apart. That building wasn't packed. That building wasn't shit. He ain't make no money off that door for real. He didn't do shit off that door. What's up, Oak Cliff? Oak Cliff Tiff? Yeah. I'm enjoying my wakey bakey while doing a live stream. Live stream wake bake. But y'all know I had to jump on this. We had to talk about this morning, yo. What is it going to take to convince Sonetta, guys, that his platform is done? What is it going to take to convince him, man? Then we got word. I seen somebody had a picture of Tommy Sotomayor in the goddamn building. I said, That sinking platform shit must be contagious. All these guys that been around for all these years, man, and doing absolutely nothing with the people. All these people been around all these years having platforms, and you got people, you got Sonetta who talks good about the people but treats them like shit in reality. Then you got Tommy Sotomayor who basically talk shit about people and treat them like shit in reality. It's just, he don't even pretend. He just does both. You know what I mean? Like, I heard this nigga went up to the Breakfast Club and tried to walk into the Breakfast Club, and I'm like, yo, how the fuck you just walk up here like you a real celebrity, nigga? Like, you ain't no real celebrity, nigga. Don't nobody know you. And the shit that you doing, nigga, black people are being awakened now, man. If Jay-Z comes out and starts trying to sound like a conscious rapper, the whole planet ought to know that Hollywood, the government, all these professional people who make money off of fucking people over are starting to realize that people are becoming awake now. That you cannot be doing fraudulent fuck shit and then prospering. Like, people are starting to expose you and look at you differently. So you got people who are jumping off the ship, Jay-Z, jumping on the bed, Stephen A. Smith, trying to sound more and more like a black man every day, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than we're talking about sports, now you got Stephen A. Smith out here talking about how him and First Take are on the side of Colin Kaepernick, when we listened to you for an entire fucking year talk cash shit about Colin Kaepernick every time his name was mentioned, even to the point where you was acting all disgusted with him about voting. What does voting have to do with anything that Colin Kaepernick was bringing up? Nothing. So it's like, you got all these fucking black people, man, that's seeing the tide. They're noticing that black people are not playing no more when it comes to this leadership. Black people are not playing no more when it comes to our image. Like, yo, you are not going to be a coon and get away with it. You are not going to be a fraud and call yourself Pan-African and Muslim or whatever term you want to call. I'm a Baptist preacher. Bitch, if you Baptist and you black and you preaching, you better be doing that shit legit or you getting exposed. Like, this is the time. Why do you guys think it's happening prevalent? It's happening all the time now. We getting flooded in abundance with videos about fucking people who have been exposed. People who have been shown to be something that they're not, that they're portraying to be. Prime example, like we talked about last night on Tasha's show. You got a person named Sarnetta who openly tells everybody and screams Africa this, Africa that. You look in his house and you see the pictures that he showed us of his house. All you see is African clocks, African this, Africa that. This nigga came on one time and said he named his daughter Africa. How would I know that if you didn't say that on YouTube TV? So don't try to run to YouTube and act like a bitch ass nigga. But anyway, you said your daughter's name is Africa, nigga. Like, you said that shit. Then you turn right the fuck around and say, fuck Africa. We ain't no fucking Africans and we ain't from Africa. So if you not from Africa, fuck the Africans. Like, I don't get this shit. How can you have two completely different stances on the same subject, yo? How the fuck how can you be sitting down and standing up simultaneously? I don't get that. How can you do that? How can you come out and preach all this black, this black power, we the black man, we need to be strong for our women, and then turn around and tell somebody's old or elderly mother to suck your dick when you're mad? You got young girls who come to your page and they gravitate to younger dudes. Why wouldn't a fucking younger girl gravitate to a younger dude? Like, that just makes total sense. Why the fuck wouldn't someone who's 24 gravitate to Pharaoh versus a woman who might be 32 or 31 who will gravitate more to me? Like, that makes perfect sense, dog. Like, but this nigga, the sisters start gravitating to young Pharaoh and he's talking about them that all they want to do is suck his dick. Wow, how could you say that on open airwaves? On open airwaves, Sarnetta, you're doing this shit. And then you having debates about Kemet versus this. Who are you? Man, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? The only way your scheme was working, this shit was working, people. How was this shit working? It was working because we were unaware of this shit. And even for those of us who were aware of it, we did not want to believe it. So therefore, we had to admit that we were making ourselves willfully unaware of it so that we could have our own black little platform that was growing. So we did this shit somewhat to ourselves, but we're not removing the main culprit, which is this dude. We didn't know how you really were. We didn't know. We didn't know that you were really Filthy Frank from the West Side. We thought you was some Black Power Khalid Muhammad out here in the street, boots to the ground, you know what I'm saying? Ass nigga. But see, now I know what that shit really means. If you got boots to the ground, you know what I'm saying, that means a black person's neck is underneath that boot. That's what they mean by boots to the ground. Keeping our necks down, stepping on them, and then insulting our intelligence by having a fucking debate. Insulting our intelligence by having a fucking debate on some shit that you debated 3 years ago that nobody wants to hear about. You getting flooded with, I'm getting flooded, people. I'm getting flooded with people want me to bring back the debates. We gotta bring them back, people. No, nigga, you getting flooded from that fucking insurance company about paying that goddamn insurance. You getting flooded from New York about paying the property tax on that goddamn car. You getting flooded about all the other shit that you gotta pay. So now all of a sudden, nigga, you want to bring back a debate, nigga. And this shit right here, Sarnetta, just to let you know, is what's called fool's gold. Okay? That's what it's called, fool's gold. It's fool's gold. You came off on that live stream last night a little bit because, like I said, motherfuckers was calling in and buying that shit just to see that shit crumble. So it wasn't like everybody was up there just to fucking support you. No, niggas was up there to watch that bullshit, that debacle. That shit's crazy, yo. That shit's crazy. Hold on, y'all. Got a weirdo. We got to get out of here real quick. Now, anyways, everyone knew. Everyone still knows. And what we know, we can't unknow. What we learn, we can't unlearn. What's been revealed to us can't be unrevealed. It's too late. It's too late. Yeah, he's playing. You know what, Salima? This is what I mean. He came on meaning he probably had a decent night. But his ass is so in the hole, all that's doing is just paying little shit to get him out of the hole. What he's thinking is that it's going to be a continued success. And what I'm guaranteeing to you, Sonetta, I'm guaranteeing it. It will not be. Like I said, if you had an event where people were tuning in mainly to see that shit go to the left, they're not going to buy the next one because they already know it's going to be just like the last two. It's going to the left. It's going to be a fucked up event. Nothing's going to fucking work out. They already know it now. They feel like, yo, I want to see this. Some people will do that. Some people... Put it this way, if you stepped outside your house because you heard a loud ass noise and you looked and it was a plane close to your house or close to the ground and you seen it crashing, are you going to go back in your house? More than likely, no. You're going to stand out there and watch that shit crash. And so some people will pay to see that shit. Some people will pay to see that plane crash. And that's what happened to you last night, Sonetta. People paid to see your fucking ship sink. Yo, he was coaching Reggie. And it's a video, I think it's pre-debate. I think it's as they were setting up the microphones and all that, getting everything ready to start. And he was out there, coaching Reggie, like, let's go, Reggie. Like, amping him up and shit. That shit was so funny, yo. That shit was so funny. I don't think Tommy Sotomayor got a problem with the rites of passage. He'll probably go right in that shit. He probably wore a sci-fi wig. Because the whole world keep calling that nigga a homosexual. I don't know if Tommy gay or not, though. Because I don't watch him enough to check his mannerism. So I can't. I know that one time I heard Tommy Sotomayor arguing with that older sister over a car wreck. I was like, nigga, you act like you balling out of control, nigga. That shit should be nothing because you got insurance. But the whole point is, why is you fussing and cussing and screaming at this woman and being all animated? And she wasn't even, I could see her, she's one of them sisters that was popping back and maybe that's how it started. But that wasn't even the case. That wasn't even the case. Like, he was just running his fucking mouth, popping shit, cussing, fuss. I was like, God damn, you pussy ass nigga. But you won't go do that to none of these European cops who grab your people and treat them like shit. You won't even do nothing to them if they grabbed you and did it to you, but you'll cuss her out. Fucking corny, man. I think he hate black women because he want to be one. Shame. But yeah, man. I just wanted to touch bases with you guys this morning, yo, on this whole Sonetta debacle. What do you think? What do you think about this sinking ship? This ship is sinking. And are we happy about it? Should we be happy about this? Are we bad people? Are we evil or bad people for being happy about something like this? Are we really wishing failure on our own people by doing what we're doing? Going against the black man? This is it, tour. Yeah, the tour has begun. I was asked a question last night of, is it? Or has Sa-Neta's channel completely failed? Or is it still in the process of failing? Which was an excellent question. And it's still in the process of failing. Lucky for us, we still got more to do and more to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when Sankofa and Shaka, do they break out from Sa-Neta videos, it's oh my God, that's when it's completely over. So once Sankofa and them break off and the rest of the people break off from Sa-Neta, like I said, Sa-Neta's got a little fool's gold in his pocket right now, and he's feeling like he did something. But like I said, I know these motherfuckers tuned in to watch that shit fail, and then half the people that tuned in, which is probably half the people that tuned in to see it fail, aren't gonna tune into the next one because you had a piece of shit event, just like everything else. Just like everything else. Everything else that you've done as far as, everything that you've done so far in the last year or so, nothing's worked out. And he doesn't understand that that's going to just be a continuing trend. That's all it is. It's going to be a trend where you're going to just keep dropping off. The whole thing is, everything about what they're doing, that was just a show. And it was probably so much a show that the Hebrew Israelites didn't even know about it. That's probably why they got into it with him. Because the shit started turning thespian and turning into a summer's play. And the Hebrew Israelites didn't sign up for that. That's all. They didn't sign up for that shit. So that's what was going on. Like, comment, share, subscribe, guys. It's time for me to eat some breakfast. I haven't even eaten yet. I just wanted to holler at you real quick, man. Because we need certain things need to get discussed, even if it's for a second. You know? And this was one of them. This was one of the things that needed to be discussed, even if it was just for a second. We're gonna see how far this shit has left us, how much is left, how much until it's completely capsized. That's what we're gonna wait to see. And we've still got a process to do to get to that point. So like, comment, share, subscribe, guys. I'm gonna holler at you guys in a little bit.